how significant will Canon's shakeup of their APS-C line be here in 2025? What is Canon's plan to compete against the Sony FX30, the ZV-E10, and will this new video-centric camera be bold against Canon's current lineup as well as Sony's lineup? I'll answer these questions in this video. But first, I have a simple and yet humble request. Please subscribe to this channel. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps this channel grow, but most importantly, it keeps you up to date on the latest camera gear. On November the 13th, 2024, Canon rumors said that we've been told that Canon will indeed be shaking up their APS-C line significantly, and that's going to happen later in 2025. It sounds like there's going to be some departures instead of going after the Mark II versions. And many of us, Werner included, are excited by the possibilities of Canon's redesign of the APS-C camera line, specifically a redesign of the Canon EOS R7, creating a true flagship APS-C camera aimed squarely at wildlife and sports photographers, and delivering entry-level cameras that not only stand up against Sony's vlogging cameras, but also create the same level of excitement and emotion. But what if for a moment that Canon's significant redesign of their APS-C line isn't just aimed at redesigning what we think of as a flagship APS-C camera, such as the R7 successor? What if Canon's also rethinking what it means to be an APS-C video-centric camera? Posted today, Canon is coming with a video-focused APS-C camera, and we have sporadically reported about it and recently published of rumored specifications for a new APS-C camera. However, we've been told that Canon will introduce an EOS R50V, and it's described as boxy. I love the Canon EOS R50. My only complaint is that it's, well, a little bit small in my hands. But in terms of capabilities, 24 megapixel images, up to 15 frames per second, and it's got the dual pixel autofocus version 2. And in terms of video specifications, it can do 6K oversample 4K, up to 30 frames per second. And it's all done for $629. So, a boxy, video-centric version of the R50. I wonder, do you think it could possibly provide us with log profiles? Canon log? Canon log 3? Certainly not Canon log 2, right? And what about that Digic accelerator, that new AI processing chip, along with perhaps an improved sensor? And what about unlimited recording without overheating or without any sort of arbitrary record limits? Well, if Canon's going to all the trouble of redesigning the body, the architecture, to be a bit more boxy, well, that's telling us it's going to have more room inside. And more room means, well, they're going to have the opportunity to create a better thermal architecture, which means better heat dissipation, which means no arbitrary recording limits or actual thermal record limits. And if we look at the marketplace, we can see that the direct competitor to the R50 today is the ZV-E10 for around $700 with a few more vlogging capabilities. Then we have the ZV-E10 Mark II for $1,098, giving us a refresh with a new 26 megapixel sensor, deeper grip, and many of those nagging issues fixed. Moving a little bit further up the ladder, we have the Sony FX30, an APS-C version of the FX3, but for a fraction of the price at $1,798. Currently on sale at $1,598, providing S-Log3, HLG, S-Cinetone, 10-bit 422, and 4K up to 120 frames per second. Again, for $1,598. And these are the price points that we can expect to see an R50 successor, a boxy R50 successor, somewhere between $700 and $1,800. Although I would be surprised if we go a little bit higher up in price, because that would completely change the lineup. I really think that the best price range for an R50 successor, boxy or not, would be somewhere between, well, $700 and $1,100. However, if this is, let's say, a cinema version, so we're going to get two versions. We're going to get the R50 Mark II as well as a cinema version, then I can see them going a little bit higher in price, which is what we've seen with the R5 versus the R5C. But remember, Canon Rumors is talking about a complete redesign of their APS-C lineup. The only question is, how significant is the shape-up going to be with Canon's APS-C lineup? We've been told that this new lineup is going to happen significantly later in 2025. And in terms of the video capabilities of this R50 successor, a video-centric boxy camera, well, I would expect it to deliver, the very least, what the ZV-E10 Mark II can do. But could we expect it? Could we expect Canon to be really bold and have a really big impact and deliver some of the same capabilities that we see in the several-year-old Sony FX30? Now that would be bold. Not just to Canon customers, but to Sony customers as well. What do you think? I know you're an expert. You're experienced with cameras. You follow camera news an awful lot. You do a lot of shooting. What do you think about this new boxy R50 successor? Where do you think it's going to sit in terms of price? And what about capabilities? Again, according to Canon Rumors, we're supposed to have this announcement, this redesign of their APS-C lineup to happen sometime in the second half of this year. However, we might get some hints very soon because Canon Rumors has also told us that we're expecting a redesign of their compact camera segment. That would, could we get some hints in the 3 weeks coming up to CP Plus in Yokohama, Japan from February the 27th to March the 2nd? Well, it's possible. So go ahead and subscribe and choose all notifications so that way as soon as I have an update, you'll be notified. But I want to take another look at what we can see in terms of the marketplace. Sony's FX30 is on sale $200 off at $1,598. The ZV-E10, $100 off at $698. And the R50 is $50 off at $629. So if you're not about to get caught up in the fear of missing out and you're willing to take advantage of some sales that are on right now, then please consider using my affiliate links down below, these guys right here, because I've got links to the sale on the ZV. Well, actually the ZV-E10, the Mark I and the Mark II, as well as the FX30 and the R50. However, it is important to be transparent, and a couple of things. One, by using these links, I could get a small commission back of anywhere from 2 to 5%, but more importantly, this channel is viewer supported. When you guys actually use these links, it really literally keeps the lights on, both the key lights, the fill lights, and the color accented lights, and keeps me engaged to be in this chair. Big thanks to all of you that have used my affiliate links in the past. It means an awful lot to me. A big thanks. But also, it also helps to avoid. I hate sponsorship ads, and I've turned down all sponsorships so far. None of them seem to work with what I do here, and I just find that when I watch other channels, some of my favorite channels, I find them very irritating. So by using affiliate links, it's one way to avoid doing that. But anyhow, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great day, a great weekend, and we'll see you again soon.